So as everyone knows, Anne and Rupee are actually going to be rerunning for the first time in a year. I'm telling y'all right now, the GTA 6 trailer had released. It's still on my mind, so I'm still like recovering from such an amazing moment. It's so crazy that we are getting GTA 6 in this timeline, but that's not what this video is about. But it is, even though you don't, But hey, Rupee and Anne. Now these are two characters that you're able to pull on the banner or use your golden tickets on. I'm glad that Nikke actually made it that you have the option to actually use your golden tickets on these characters. Only because like it would be silly if we had to only summon for them and like we had to try our best to pull them instead of like, you know what I mean? I think what's gonna happen is by the next Christmas banner, you're probably gonna still be able to summon for these two characters, but they're not gonna be on the golden ticket, right? Or they might make it on the golden ticket, I'm not sure. But next Christmas banner, the Ludmilla and the Nikke are gonna be on it. Most likely the main rerun characters. I think these characters are gonna be on it probably as regular characters though, like as the standard pool. I'm not sure how they're gonna go about it, but hey, we'll see. But Anne and Rupee, should you be using your golden tickets on them? Should you be using anything on them? Should you try your luck at pulling these characters? And the short answer is no. Honestly, I'm not gonna drag it out. The answer is no. In today's meta, these characters are not worth it unless you're a collector, right? Unless you're a collector or your favorite character is Rupee or Anne, you have no business summoning. You have no business summoning for these characters, right? And when I say summoning for these characters, I mean in the sense of, let's say you pull Ludmilla first multi and you ask yourself, should I continue summoning trying to get Rupee and Anne? The answer is no. Should you use your golden tickets on them? No. And I only say no for the golden tickets as well because one, I guess, again, they're not worth it, and two, New Year's Pilgrim is gonna need a golden ticket, right? I keep saying New Year's Pilgrim like it's 1,000,000% confirmed, but like I'm just using common sense, right? And plus, from what I'm seeing right now, hey, I'm sure you guys all know what's going on with the Scarlet that's been shown around. She has like the new pose and stuff like that. It's not a gacha costume skin, if you're wondering, because a gacha costume skin doesn't change the shooting pose. That's a new character. So yeah, I'm not gonna say nothing more, but yeah. Let me break down these characters for you guys real quick, and then yeah. So Rupee, out of the two, like realistically has no real value. I'm surprised. I think they actually re-ranked her. I'm not sure. In A, I don't know if these are massive reload speed buff to all allies, right? And it's like it is a massive reload speed buff, right? Can taunt and self heal. It's like she can do that, but it's not really, she's not a good character. I'm sorry. Her defense is quite useless. The defense stacking is horrendous, right? The taunting with no damage reduction, like why? Why? And then she re-enters the burst one, so you're just forced to bring another burst one character for her. Now, I know someone's gonna be like, oh, Zxous, why is her re-entering a burst one not good, but for someone like Tia, it's good, right? And that's because Tia's actually doing something, right? The reload speed is nice. If you want me to be honest, the reload speed is nice, but I feel like there's way too many characters in the game now that you can get this reload speed from. Maybe not this specific amount, but there's a lot of characters you can get big reload speed from as well, right? Or even just slightly under this, right? I don't feel like this character is worth it whatsoever, right? The healing is only towards herself. The gauge the burst gauge loading speed increase, like it's not, it really isn't, like this character is not doing anything really. Like she's not doing anything of value besides the reload. That's it. And it's like I would never put a character, I mean, I guess Admi is like the only one, but she's a burst 2 option. I feel like even when it comes to burst 1, already being forced to run like another burst 1 with a character who basically does nothing, it's kind of like useless, right? In Tia's case, she's doing a lot of things. So like for me, and when it comes to Tia, it makes sense. For Rupee, she's damn near doing nothing, absolutely nothing besides the reload speed. So it doesn't really make sense. But that's just my opinion, right? Overall, she still is bad. Like that's just a fact. She's just not a great character, as you guys see from Pride Wins ranking, right? B-B-A-B-A. Right. So you could take this how you guys want to take it. She feels like paper while fighting enemies under the required power. Okay, yeah. I mean, we're not gonna go over her pros and cons. She's a bad character, right? Out of the two, Anne is the better unit. I'd say she's actually good in PvP, but at this point in time, like a lot of you guys don't even do PvP 1, and then 2, it's like, where is she? Here. And 2, it's like, are you gonna really like summon or chase a PvP character, a good enough PvP character? Like, she's not a must-have in PvP. She's a good PvP character, but not a must-have, right? She's a rocket launcher who has the revive mechanic, right? Very, very good option there. She does give a massive attack buff to, you know, attacker allies. So if you do use her burst skill, that's gonna be very, very big. But her kit is a bit wonky. I would say she's a weird version, not a worse, but I'd say a weird version of Biscuit, even though she came out before Biscuit, right? All supporter allies get like the HP recovery after 3 normal attacks she does. All attackers get a massive attack buff, but it's every 60 seconds because of the revive, right? It's only 60 seconds because of the revive thing, right? But and then it's like, it makes no sense to me because it activates once per battle. Like, what? Why would you have her on a 60-second cooldown for a resurrection that activates once per battle? So the first time you use the burst skill, it's going to revive somebody. The second time you use this same burst skill, it's not going to revive nobody. You're just going to get this. Like, why is it 60 seconds? Honestly, this could have been a 40-second cooldown if that was the case, right? Because Rapunzel, the difference is Rapunzel revives, but every time she uses her burst skill, she ends up reviving. It's not once per battle, right? It's not once per battle. So you can see how stupid this character is as well, right? That's why she's good in PvP, because realistically in PvP, you're not going to be going through that many like burst rotations, so it's okay in PvP, and she's a rocket launcher. But in the general sense, it doesn't make any sense, right? The HP potency, why? I guess maybe for the supporting healers, it's just not in it. But you can see, if you want to look at Pradwin's ranking, right, massive attack buff on her burst, yep, can revive allies, and then can counter healing teams in PvP, right? I guess that's also something, right? This is very good against Emma comps as well. The snap near 78% for 10 seconds HP potency decrease, very good for healing comps, right? Like Noise, Emma, Rapunzel, Pepper, these healers, this shuts them down, right? And when it's the one the last bullet hits while having over 90% HP. So if you're gonna run her, probably, honestly, I think I'd run her with like Biscuit, 2 DPS or 2 defenders, Biscuit, and then another DPS to actually do the damage. With a team like that, 2 defenders on each end, and then Biscuit and her in the middle, and then the DPS in the, or like on the side, and then the DPS in the middle, you're gonna be protected over that 90% HP at least. But overall, you guys can see she's very low ranked everywhere but PvP. So yeah, the answer is no. If you really want them, I would say wait, and I say to wait because even if you do use your golden tickets for them day 1, it doesn't change the fact that you're not going to use them. So just wait until like the very last day and then use your golden tickets, because by then they will announce the New Year's character, and then you guys will have the common sense to still skip this character, right? So if you guys please can wait, then wait. But for now, the answer is no completely, right? I just want to explain these characters so you guys can understand why they're no. But yeah, it's your boy Zxous. So let me know what you think. Just skip. Don't even let me know what you think, of course. Please skip. Please skip. Unless you're a collector or your favorite character is one of these 2, skip. That's it. It's your boy Zxous. I'm out. Peace. Subscribe and like.